In Silicon Valley, it's a cutthroat world. Startups are just trying to stay alive. You started your own company. You know how taxing this is. How do companies manage this issue of overwork and undersleep when they're just trying to keep the lights on?
Well, that's really the fundamental delusion. The delusion that by working around the clock, you are going to be more successful. And all the evidence is to the contrary, that in fact, in order to be at your most productive and your most creative and your most resilient, you need to have had a good night's sleep, because that's when you operate at your best. And I was actually talking to Travis today, because he and I did a
Travis Kalanick, the CEO of Uber.
And he said how as a young entrepreneur, he bought into that macho delusion that he was not going to sleep and he was going to drive himself into the ground. And he jokes, he said, I had failure after failure. And then I hit my 30s and I realized that I was actually much more effective. I was a much better leader when I was fully recharged.
Mm-hmm. So you have not been shy about Donald Trump bragging about how little sleep he gets and how it's hurting his campaign. So I'm curious, what if he becomes president? What does that mean for America?
So he's been bragging for a while that he only gets 4 hours sleep a night and that he sleeps with his phone because he doesn't want to miss out. And I think ultimately his lasting contribution to American life is going to be as Exhibit A of sleep deprivation, because he truly portrays all the symptoms that the American Academy of Sleep Medicine has described as symptoms of chronic sleep deprivation, like inability to process even basic information, mood swings, outbursts of anger, paranoid tendencies, instability, and finally, he actually went so far when he called on women who have abortions to be punished that he had to retract it, and he doesn't retract anything.
Maybe he doesn't become president, but nobody thought he would get this far. Does it worry you? Like, what if?
He got this far partly because of the media. The media really did not do their job. Because he's so great for ratings, you know, they had him on, he could literally phone it in on any show, even the biggest Sunday morning shows, which they never allow any other candidate to do.
So does this mean you're a Hillary Clinton supporter?
Like you, we are covering the election, and we are covering everyone. And we believe that that's our job. But it's not our job to pretend we don't have a very strong position on a candidate who is completely beyond the pay, like Donald Trump.